G'day! I'm Mark Robinson. Welcome to AFL 360. Make sure you like this video and hit subscribe. Today, I have the coaches of the Carlton Football Club who have spent more time in intensive care from heart attacks this year than myself. Jindrak
Thank you for having us. Really appreciate it.
and Vexico.
Yeah, Robbo, I didn't really want to come today since I'm sick. Thanks to you, I've had to take off that many sick days. You owe me about $500 in wages.
Now, fellas, quickly before I get into the hardcore nitty-gritty of the questions,
Yep.
pretty much how you're feeling.
Yeah, well, it was mixed emotions after the weekend. I mean, I wasn't too happy with the last quarter, but I was happy with the first three. And to be honest, it's just luck. It's luck.
Feeling insanely good, but also almost feeling like we've, like you said, just heart attacks every single week. It is getting ridiculous. I'm glad you're here, though. I mean, after what we saw yesterday, last week, so my bad, I've had a few drinks. Not at the moment, but after the game. So, it wasn't great because you got up, mate, and you bloody ass was facing towards me. I saw everything.
I was like, I wasn't going to bring that up. It's so horrible. I lost my lucky pair of underwear. I've worn them underwear since I was 14 years old.
What?
God, heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. You know how hard it's been to get that out of my pubic hair?
Oh no!
Nearly lost my job over that. Lucky there's no one better than Mark Robinson. You shut up, Vexico. I want to hear it.
Robbo, you pooed your G-string. I bet it was running down your legs.
Well, guys, thanks for embarrassing me live in the studio. I really enjoyed that. I'll get you back. I swear to God. I'm very vindictive. Well, my first question will be for you, Vexico. I reckon you'll have to answer this. Put it this way. Another good win on the board against a winless Port Adelaide outfit. You played 3 good quarters of football. What happened in the last quarter?
Yeah, well, look, a few things I tend to take into account about the last quarter. Really, a big issue was we were down to 2 on the bench, and it was, if you watched, it was quite a physical game. And not only that, it was a lot of running involved, and I think we just ran out of legs in the end. But experience, and obviously we win a lot of close games like that late. It's just come down to training in the end to get us back into the win. So, yeah, it was just we ran out of legs, and defence wasn't really good. McGovern played outstanding, but, yeah, we'll probably be swinging the axe again this week.
Right, yep. Quickly, another question. I watched the press conference. I have not seen a coach in the AFL system cop such a whack. You copped what are your thoughts about copping a $50,000 fine?
Yeah, I did. I stand by what I said, and to be honest, you, Razor. Go to Afghanistan. I'm putting you on the next fucking plane.
There's still a bit of bad blood there.
Oh.
I hope Razor's not watching this. Well, I kind of do, because it's going to be funny. Especially given he's booked to umpire your game again this week. Now, another bit of drama on the weekend.
Yep.
Jacob Wiedering has copped a 2-week ban for high contact behind play. Jindrak, will you be contesting this tomorrow night at the tribunal?
We've thought about it. We've thought about all this. We went through with the departments and thought about the idea of contesting it. And I think it's more based on the outcome. We know what's going to happen now. We're not going to be really risking the extra week that will be added on top. That's one good thing if we do contest it. But at this stage, no, we're not going to contest it as we're not going to go into full big detail about what exactly happened. I'm pretty sure everyone saw it, and at the time we didn't really notice it as coaches. Yeah, we're not going to contest it at all. It's contact that he regrets, and he has to live with that, and he's just going to have to earn his spot back in the side, which I'm pretty sure he'll do. But he'll be very much missed.
Well, yeah, we're out of it 2 weeks. You've got Brisbane, and then you've got the arch rival, the AFL Football Club. Both these teams have power forwards in Joe Dinaher and Peter Wright. I'm sure Wiedering is going to be absolutely 110% missed. Are you worried, Jindrak, that this could turn to high scores being kicked from the key forwards as Wiedering's locked down a lot of the... he's probably been your best key defender.
Very much so. I do get a bit worried about that, actually. Yeah. We do have a lot of players that can come in and play their role. I think that's the biggest point we've tried to make sure a lot of our players understand. It is just playing your role. McGovern, I thought he'd done pretty damn well.
Oh yeah, Mitchie was
on
terrific.
Saturday.
He intercepted everything, and he was spoiling like a champion. He only had a couple of blemishes. Getting used to the AFL system again.
Yeah, so he done really well, and I think it just allows other players now to step up and play their role, and it's probably gives Wiedering a bit of a break for that part, and gets to learn his game a bit more better and not to do some silly mistakes. And I'm pretty sure he'll learn from that, and he'll become a better player when he comes back in.
Yeah, well, I'm really, really hoping that Brisbane don't kick away, because I said on the weekend, boys, that yous were winning by 6 to 7 goals at one point. Yous were leading by, I believe, 4 or 5 goals going into the last, and it took them less than 6 minutes to get in front. 6 minutes. 6 minutes of absolute atrocious football from across all the board of the back half, from your mids, the backwards of centre. Every player was absolutely atrocious for most of that last quarter. I was sitting back having a few wines with the wife, and I basically spat out me wine because I just couldn't believe you could allow them to score basically 6 goals in 6 minutes.
We're very disappointed with it. I'll tell you that. Very disappointed. That shouldn't be happening. We're hoping that doesn't happen this time round against Brisbane, despite Brisbane a similar position actually as Port, surprisingly. So they'll be in the situation where they want to get a win too. So.
Yeah, it did. They were deadly accurate in front of goal as well, which didn't help. So, if you're accurate in front of goal, 6 minutes and you kick straight, you're in front of any game against any team.
Now, my hero for the weekend, clearly, if you didn't have this man on the weekend, somehow you've had 2 after the siren finishes, and Sam Walsh to take a contested mark, boys, in the goal square with 14 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
That was amazing. You guys agree he's the hero of the round?
Yeah, he is the hero, no doubt about it. I mean, to mark in the goal square against key defenders, a young man, mind you, and then to have the nerves, I know it's a close shot, but still to have the nerves as a kid to kick straight, he is a hero. Fantastic. We've had a lot of them.
Yep. Oh, 100%.
Oh, he's I admit with yourself, Robbo, and what Vex said. He's the hero for sure. He killed it on the weekend. He killed it.
Quickly, we've got a couple more questions to get into. Danger player for the Lions, Jindrak. Who's your danger man this weekend that you have to lock on? Because you were dead 100% right last week when you said Robbie Gray could be a match winner, and he got the most disposals on the ground and 2 goals late in the game.
Yeah, it's I was hoping I was completely wrong, to be honest. But it happened, and he did. He got those those 2 goals in the last quarter and dominated and put him in front actually, and to an extent we actually thought we were done. But yeah, so for Brisbane, if I had to pick a player, Oh, I mean, they've got a very good team all round, don't they? But if I had to really nail down one, I'm going to go with another midfield, and I'm pretty sure it's obvious who I'm going to pick, and it's Lachie Neale. Lachie Neale can be very damaging when he wants to be, and he's very hard player to tag, and I don't think we have a player that can directly tag him, so we're definitely going to go head-to-head with him.
What about Kerno? Ed Kerno? I reckon he can run with him.
Yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance. I mean, we're not going to obviously lay our strategies out now. We might look at doing that. Yeah, we might look at doing that. After humiliating me on the show, you should be bloody laying out your full tactical bloody born across the line. If we knew Brisbane wasn't watching, we might. But the thing is, I think I'll look at it and just view it
as... Cut the broadcast off to Queensland!
But yeah, like, I just look at it as Lachie Neale's clearly going to be, dominant, and he always is in every game, and, when isn't he? And Kerno is a good example of someone who can go on him, and will it happen? We don't know. But we may look at just going head-to-head with Neale and letting our players do it. Maybe a Walsh and Neale battle, or potentially Cripps and Neale. So... lots of options.
Cripps should get a hold of him, pick him up and throw him out of the road. Vexico, who's your danger man for this weekend? Do you agree with Jindrak, or have you got someone else in mind?
Mine's simple. I think Charlie Cameron is the danger man for me. He's just so hard to match up on.
Charlie Cameron.
He's strong in a marking contest. He's fast to get on a lead. He's crafty as all hell. If he, gets off the chain, it's going to. I'm a little bit worried and nervous about that. So for me, Charlie Cameron.
I tend to agree with you there, Vex. I really think that is really, to be honest, you don't have a small lockdown defender. It's something I think you need to sort of work towards in the draft or the off season. I really think that Vexico might be cooking with gas here too. I think if Charlie Cameron gets his tail up, he could split you open. It could be an absolute demolishing of in your small stocks down back. I hope you guys didn't hear that.
We are a bit sick, Robbo. I mean, I feel sorry for... I don't know how you've managed to come into work.
Well, I've got a really, really, really bad problem with alcohol, and I've got to work to afford that. I said that out loud.
Yeah, a bit of national TV.
I just drink mouthwash. Mouthwash, alcoholic mouthwash.
Yeah. We get you.
Sniff a bit of petrol on the weekends. Sniffed it before I come to work. I've really got to shut up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to be fired. That's all we have time for today. Thank you to the coaches. Jindrak.
Thank you for having us. Hopefully you feel better next week.
That's if I'm here, I might get the sack. And Vexico's voice. Yeah.
Thanks for having us, Robbo. Even though I think you just pooed yourself again on camera, I really think we need to get you some sort of talk.
Like AFL 360, make sure you hit that like and that sub button.